Let's be sure that we are all in the same page. All right, thank you so much for those typing 1-1 in the chat room. Thank you so much. I trust most of the people here are either present or past trainees of IPM and members, and then some other few people who could be joining us for the first time, those who don't know about IPM and what we do here. Nevertheless, what we're here to do is provide information on cryptocurrencies, and then with that you could decide whether you're going to be trading on cryptocurrency or not. All right. Okay, so that's basically all we want to do. So I'm going to be sharing my screen so that everyone could see the discussions we'll be having this evening. I trust we could all see my screen. I trust we could all see my screen. Please, if you could see my screen, kindly confirm by typing 22 in the chat room. Okay, so now that everybody see my screen, thank you so much for coming once again. And I trust by coming here, basically what you want to do is get information on what this whole crypto thing is all about, and then decide whether is one of the things you want to use to make money. So let me not assume for you anyway. So please, I would like to have 1 or 2 persons to tell us categorically why are they here, so that we'll be sure that this platform is for you or not. If it's not for you, we'd like to also tell you that, okay, perhaps we might not be able to give in to what you're demanding on this platform. So please feel free to raise your hand and then or type in the chat room, tell us what your expectations are, and then we'll be able to tell you whether this is the right platform for it or not. And like I said earlier, please, this is not a course. This is not a seminar. This is not a workshop. This is just a discussion on cryptocurrency. And we brought this majorly to all of the IPM members, all of the IPM trainees. We consider this as an alternative source of income. So we just want to share with all of our trainees, all of our members, and then provide them with more information that could help them make decisions on whether to invest in it or not. We would like to categorically say here that IPM is not responsible for the cryptocurrencies. We did not generate it. We don't own it, but we use it anyway. So we don't own it. We didn't generate it, but we use it. Okay, so that's just what we could say for now. So please, can someone tell us categorically, why are you here? Just tell us why you're here. Feel free, tell us what you want to learn. If it is within the confines of the discussion, we'll let you know. If it is outside of the confines of the discussion, we'll also let you know. And please, it's important we let you also know that this is a free discussion. There is no fee attached to this. There is no certificate attached to this. It's just a discussion. We just want to have a community of trusted traders and crypto lovers who we want to know more about crypto, invest, and then freely trade and get returns on their investment. That's all we want to do, and to reduce scam as much as possible. All right. So I'm not seeing any hand up. Please, this is a discussion class. Feel free to tell us what you want to learn. Remember, we just have a few seconds to spend here, and then we go sleep. All right. We are streaming this on YouTube. Sorry, we are streaming this on Facebook. So in case those of us that don't have all the, what do you call it now? Perhaps you don't have all the, if you don't have all the network to be part of the Zoom class, please, you can use the Facebook version. The Facebook version is on facebook.com/IIPM International. All right. Okay, so I'm seeing Njoku Nathaniel. Please, Njoku Nathaniel, kindly unmute and let's hear from you, please.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Yes, good evening. You're welcome.
I hope you can hear me. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well, precisely, I'm here to learn about cryptocurrency. I've been hearing so much about cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, and so on and so forth. And definitely, I've been very curious to really get an in-depth of what it's all about and how it functions beyond about networking and so on and so forth. So I just want to get a global idea and an in-depth on what cryptocurrency is all about and what are the advantages and disadvantages of being involved in cryptocurrency.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nathaniel. As for the advantages and disadvantages and the information to get on crypto, we'll give it to you. But when you say in-depth, the simple definition of in-depth is in-depth. We might not provide you the in-depth knowledge of cryptocurrency. What I mean is, we might not tell you about how it's being, who is generating it, where they are generating it, is there a company responsible for it, what are the mathematics that are being solved, what are the technologies, who formed them, how did they form. We might not provide you those kind of in-depth information because they are technical information beyond the confines of this discussion. But as for what is crypto, why should you invest in crypto, what are the advantages and disadvantages and the little risks and all of that you need to know, we'll provide them here. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, so I'm seeing some things in the chat room. Let's see what we have here. Okay, someone say, I want to know the difference between crypto and forex. All right, thank you. Then the other one said to learn about what crypto is all about and possibly learn how to trade. Okay, I'm here to increase my financial status. Okay, so the first question from Ololade, I want to know about the difference between crypto and forex. Okay, the difference between crypto and forex is that crypto is digital currency. Forex deals with fiat, that's paper currencies, right? But their function is almost the same. Their function is the same, is that increase, decrease, buy and sell. Their way of operation is almost the same, but the difference is that cryptocurrencies are purely digital, no paper, no coin, no gold, no silver to represent them. So they are purely digital. But for the forex, there are currencies that represent them. So you have dollar, pounds, euros, and all of that, right? Okay. Then the other person said, I want to learn about cryptocurrency and possibly how to trade. Okay, so we'll tell you that. I want to learn about crypto, we'll tell you that. Financial literacy, we'll tell you that. Financial literacy, please, Mr. Oludulapo Nubi. This financial literacy is a very big, it's very big, so you might have to. Financial literacy is too wide. We can only tell you about crypto here. Okay, I'm here to learn and invest. Okay, I want to know about real, wait, to know whether crypto is okay. I want to learn what crypto is and how to get involved. All right, thank you so much for all of these expectations. And I think the expectations are within the scope of our discussion. So we'll definitely provide this information, and I trust it will help us. Basically, what we are here to do is to help everyone here to know what crypto is all about, and then how you could invest in it, and then make profits from it, right? And then learn how to trade with what do you call it? Trade with cryptos, right? Cryptocurrencies. That's basically what we want to do. I will share my little experience about cryptocurrency, and then it will also help. In 2012, That was the first time I heard about cryptocurrency. And the person that was talking about it said so many things about it. And I had to go and open a wallet. But I did not do anything with it. So I opened the wallet and I just left the wallet. So from 2012 to 2020, I didn't really do anything about cryptocurrency, right? Now, as of 2012, one cryptocurrency, or perhaps one BTC, one Bitcoin was $15.4. As of 2008, 2009, one Bitcoin was less than $1 as of 2008, 2009. Now, today, one Bitcoin is almost $17,000 as of today. All right. One Bitcoin as of today is over 7 million naira for those of us in Nigeria. Okay. So one Bitcoin right now is $16,243.38. $16,243.38. You'll find that on CoinDesk. Okay, and it's increasing and coming down. Before the COVID, we had it in the range of $5,000. So COVID gave it a very good opportunity to explode. So before the COVID, we had it 5,000. From within COVID, it rose to 7,000, 9,000, 10,000, 12,000, 13,000. Then the US election helped it to pump up the more to $16,000 plus as of now. And it's going to keep increasing till after the whole election is over, till when they do the swearing in. And as we keep having constriction on the global economy, the possibility of cryptocurrencies increasing is very high, all right? And the population of people moving into cryptocurrencies today are very, very high. So people are gradually deviating from the traditional currency, paper currency, to cryptocurrencies. The reason being that cryptocurrencies are very much, they appreciate, they give you a source of income. So the way you take your money and put in the bank and they keep charging you, you keep that in the cryptocurrency, it multiplies, all right? So people prefer that. And it's convertible, so you can easily convert your cryptocurrencies to your local money. Okay, you can use any day, anytime. And it is also, for me personally, is a way of reducing expenses, okay? Okay, it's a way of reducing expenses. Those money that you don't really need, you could put them where they will be of value to you. One of the things that brought my attention to cryptocurrency, remember I said I got to hear about it in 2012, but I didn't pay attention to it. The thing that actually brought me to cryptocurrency was the fact that early this year, I gave my money, or is it fixed deposit account or whatever they call it. So I did a fixed deposit of a certain amount of money. Myself and my wife, we did a very good calculation, hoping that the money we put in should be able to give us at least 150,000 in a month. That was the calculation based on what they told us was the rates, all right? So I didn't know that our calculation and their calculations were quite different. So after 1 month, I went to ask of what was happening, and they gave me an interest of 5,130 something naira with some kobos. And I was like, what's happening? What is the rate? They told me, and I did my own calculation. I gave them, it was going to be 150 plus, and they did their own calculation and gave me, the calculation was more than, I don't know how to quantify that, their calculation. But at the end of the day, they were able to convince me that what I saw as interest was not really to be calculated on literal terms, okay? So that made me started looking for opportunities for where I could put my money, all right? So I decided to call the same person that told me about Bitcoin in 2012, who happens to be my advisor now. And he told me, okay, you can try to invest in Bitcoin. I said, okay, so what are the risks? And he told me everything I needed to know. And one assurance he gave me that made me say, okay, let me try it out. He gave me an assurance that no matter what happens, you won't lose your capital. You can only gain on your capital, right? So he was like, okay, so I could get money without losing money, right? So he gave me the assurance. I said, okay. So I tried. I tried first with $50, all right? And that was very, very small, right? I just wanted to be sure that it wasn't a scam like some of us would try to do. So afterwards, I tried some other bigger ones. And then I tried some other bigger ones. And since then, it has become so common to me that I try to withdraw, if not every day, I try to withdraw every week, because as the money is growing, you're trying to withdraw your money, because if it goes down, the one you would have withdrawn get lost. So let's assume you invested $1,000 and in the next day you're having $200 on top. If you don't withdraw it, it could return back to your $1,000, right? And you have lost the profit you would have made, right? So I tried doing it, and since then it has become just part of me. Feeling good about it. And it's good to also say here that the first time I invested, I lost about $250. Lost not from my own money, but the profit I would have made. I lost it. Why did I lose it? I was not aware of how the whole thing works. So the only thing I knew, or I was told that, yes, it grows, but nobody told me that it was going to also decline. Like it goes up and down. So I thought it was only going to be growing. So I had $250 plus after the initial investment of about roughly 72 hours of that investment. I had about $250 plus. So I was waiting for it to go to 500 on increase before I could sell. And unfortunately, it returned back to where it started from and even went a little below. So I had to wait for about 2 weeks to now get the money back. All right. And since I learned it in a hard way, I made it an option for myself that if I'm going to tell anyone about cryptocurrency, I'm going to provide enough of the information so that the person will know how to monitor his or her cryptocurrencies and then be able to make money from it, right? Okay, so this is just my little experience about cryptocurrency. So from what I'm going to be sharing tonight, I'm not sharing it on the basis of an expert, or I'm not sharing it on the basis of all technical issues involved. I'm only sharing it on the basis of how to make just money from it, all right? That's all I'm going to be sharing. Okay, so everything involving technicalities, I'm not in for that one, right? But in case you want to learn more about the technicalities, how crypto is formed, um, how um, how it rises and falls and all of that, doing all the mathematics and solving all the algorithm around it, please, there are several thousand of courses online you can go and take on cryptocurrency, and then you could become an expert on cryptocurrency and blockchain. All right. But for me, I'm just going to share the little we've been using, and then I trust it will be able to help us, right? Okay, so we're going to be learning what's about cryptocurrency, characteristics of cryptocurrency, why cryptocurrency, types of cryptocurrency, the risks of crypto trading and investing, then what is blockchain, then Bitcoin, opening accounts, sending and receiving BTCs, BTC trading, and conclusion, that's the basic of what we're going to do. Then subsequently, we are going to be opening up all the opportunities around cryptocurrency. Please, it's important to note that we are going to be focusing more on BTC, that's Bitcoin. We are going to be focusing more on Bitcoin. That does not mean that that's the only currency. There are several other currencies, if not in their thousands, but we are going to focus only on BTC. If you get to learn about BTC, then others are easy to go by also. The same principles apply, the same wallets apply and everything, all right? Okay, so let's begin from here and see what we have. So what is cryptocurrency? I'm going to make it simple. There are going to be very big grammars, but we're going to make it simple. So a cryptocurrency is a digital currency in which transactions are verified and records maintained by decentralized systems using cryptography rather than by a centralized authority. So decentralized cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin now provide an outlet for personal wealth that is beyond restriction and confiscation. That's the dictionary that the definition we got from the Oxford dictionaries, right? So let's try and see whether we can get it a little simpler. Okay, this also look like is It might not be simple, but we'll make it simple anyway. Cryptocurrency is an Internet-based medium of exchange which uses cryptographical functions to conduct financial transactions. Cryptocurrencies leverage blockchain technology to gain decentralization, transparency, and immutability. Okay, so in simple terms, cryptocurrency is digital money, okay, or digital assets. So the difference between cryptocurrency and fiat or the paper currency is that paper currencies are handleable. You can touch them, you can deposit them in the bank, they can be regulated by government, they can be printed by government and be handled by anybody. But for cryptocurrencies, they are not the same. Cryptocurrencies are digital. They are stored in digital wallets, which we are calling the blockchain technology, right? So the cryptographical functions we are talking about here are, you have an address, which is purely generated by private keys and public keys, which come in different forms. So when we get to opening account, you see how they all look like, right? Okay. So decentralization, nobody controls it. Nobody controls it, all right? Transparency, everyone gets to see how it's being done. There is no hidden charges to it, okay? And immutability is not something that you say you will forge, okay? You don't forge it, all right? Okay, so in simple terms, cryptocurrencies are digital assets or money used mainly for internet-enabled transaction. Whatever physical money can buy, cryptocurrency can as well buy them, all right? Whatever physical money can buy, cryptocurrencies can as well buy them. So we said that cryptocurrencies leverage on blockchain technology. So what is blockchain? A blockchain, in its simplest term, a time-stamped series of immutable records of data that is managed by a cluster of computers not owned by any single entity. Each of these blocks of data, that is the block, is secured and bound to each other using cryptographic principles, which are called chains. So all of us that use the internet are responsible for the generation of cryptocurrencies, all right? All of us are responsible for the generation of cryptocurrencies. All right, so while I was thinking through this class today, something occurred to me. All of us buy data, right? Can any of us here say he can handle data? You cannot handle data. When I mean data, I mean the data you're using to actually watch this thing now. That data is also a digital currency. It can be converted to money. You can buy it with money and you can convert it to money. That's why people buy and sell data. The same thing with airtime. Okay, so all of these things we do, we all contribute to the formation of cryptocurrencies. So it's also important that we also get to be part of the people who manage and control the cryptocurrencies. Control in this case, not that you're controlling where it's originating from and all of that, and then regulating it. No, control in this case that you can own it and then sell it whenever you wish, right? So that is important. So blockchain are simply, they help us generate all of this data and they help us secure this data in form of blockchain, in form of currencies, all right? They help us secure this data in form of currencies. As time proceeds, we'll look at some of the blockchain technologies and then we'll look at how they are formed. It will help us to understand what we mean by data, and then it will help us understand what we mean by chain, all right? So for every time we use Google, we're actually contributing to formation of blocks. Is either we are sending information or sending data or we are retrieving data. It is the movement, the formation and exchange, storage, usage of data on the internet that gives rise to the formation of all of these things we call cryptocurrencies, right? Okay, so what are the characteristics of cryptocurrencies? They are decentralized. That's to say nobody controls them. They are easy to set up and fast. They are anonymous, so nobody owns them, okay? It is completely transparent. Everyone could see what you're doing. 1 million people could see what you're doing. All right? 1 million more people, because all of the transactions are done in a network of computers. Millions and millions of network of computers, right? Transaction fees are minuscule, that's to say they are minute, and some blockchain platforms don't even charge at all. Transactions are irreversible. Please, this is very, very important. Transactions are irreversible. Just the way you send money in bank and say, okay, oh, sorry, I made mistake, can you reverse the money? And you begin to trace it. It is not the same with blockchain. It is not the same with cryptocurrencies. As soon as an address is verified, a public address is verified, and the person sends it and is confirmed, you cannot reverse it. The only way to reverse it is if the currency dropped in your own account, you can pay back to the person. But by mistake, you missed any of the letters in the key or in the address. That's the cryptographic functions. Now there is a disorder in the cryptographic functions. Your money is gone and gone forever. And that's why some people call cryptocurrency scam. There is nothing like I made mistake, I missed one I. If you miss one I, it's going to somebody else's address. If you miss one E, it's going to completely different person's address. So you have to verify and be sure that that is the address you either want to send to or receive from before you confirm transfer of currencies. So what is so special about it, and why are we saying that it has industry disrupting capabilities? Okay, the blockchain network has no central authority. That's one of the reasons. Not US, not Nigeria, not Ghana, no country in the world can regulate cryptocurrency. As of now, there is no regulation. All right. So with that, it has led to a lot of disruption. All right. It is the very definition of democratized system. Someone said that BTC, or perhaps cryptocurrencies, is the people's money. Okay. One of my mentors said that cryptocurrency is the people's money. It is generated by the people, for the people. Okay. It is generated by the people and for the people. Okay. Generated by the people and for the people. So our lack of information of what crypto can actually do could result to high level of financial risk on our own part. So let's take, for instance, somebody go and fix 5 million naira in a bank, and at the end of the day, you receive 10,000 naira as what they call it, as interest. All right. Why you could actually do the same thing on cryptocurrency and be getting at least maybe $1,000 in a week or in a month. That pays you higher. Your risk is low and your money is secured. Okay, so let's assume you fix 5 million and you get $1,000 for 12 months. That's going to be like $12,000, right? That's a good money. All right. So it is people's money, by the people and for the people. So we must get enough information on how to go about it. There are so many information there that tells you that cryptocurrency is scam. Yes, there are so many people out there providing Ponzi schemes and providing dubious and spamming websites that can actually scam people. But there is something that my mentor told me. He said, for whatsoever thing that is called fake, look out somewhere. There is original version of it. Okay, he said, for anything that is called fake, look out somewhere. There is an original version of it. And one thing with some people is that some people don't really pay attention to getting information. They just want, oh, if I put 5,000, I get 20,000. How does it happen? I don't want to know. All I want is that I get 20,000 in return. And that is where the dubiousness comes from. For everyone that will be scammed, he has a scamming tendency in him or her. How do you expect to make 10,000 from 5,000 in 24 hours? That is a scamming tendency in the person that will be scammed. All right. Since it is shared and immutable, it is a shared and immutable ledger, the information in it is open for everyone and everyone to see. Hence, anything that is built on the blockchain is by its very nature transparent, and everyone involved is accountable for their actions. Everyone involved is accountable for their actions. So if you decide to invest in it, it is your decision. If you decide not to invest in it, it is your decision. But one thing I will let us know is psychologically, we handle our currencies, Naira, dollars, pounds, euros, Ghana cedis, and the likes. We actually think that those money have the same value every second. The truth is that it doesn't. Forex had actually told us that money increases and decreases, and that is just it. And that is also the same nature of cryptocurrencies. Okay, so if you think I'm joking, the thing you could have bought for 5 Naira yesterday, in the next 2-3 months, you'll be surprised you won't be able to buy it. Why? Because the currency had actually moved. Though the paper is still there, representing a particular value, but it has been, the value is no longer the same. Okay, the value is no longer the same. So the way we are responsible for keeping 20 Naira and thinking that it's 20 Naira is the same way you're responsible of keeping 1 BTC and then monitor it and make sure that you make gains from it. All right. As a matter of fact, everyone should be interested in Forex because it tells us how our money increases or decreases in value per second, per minute, per hour, per day, per year. So it tells us that, but it's just, we are less than 0.01% of the total population that actually know what Forex is all about. Okay. In the same way, the population of people who are interested in cryptocurrency at this moment, they are very far less than the, maybe less than 0.00001% of the total population of internet users. But we still use the internet anyway. We still form this data, whether we like it or not. Whenever, anytime we are coming to the internet, we form this data. A banker friend of mine, my account office actually, I went to the bank the other day and he said, "Sir, please, I need to see you." I said, "Okay." So he took me to his office and said, "Sir, please, I want to learn about how to make money online." And I looked at him, I smiled. I said, "Your bank make money online, is it not?" He said he doesn't know. I said, "Your bank does forex trading. And most of the banks today are doing cryptocurrency trading, all right? Because it is one of the cheapest ways to get them much money. All right, so you actually help them make money and you don't know. You help them gather money from people that they use for crypto trading, that they use for forex trading, and then they pay you for collecting money for them, but they don't tell you the secret." Okay, and he was like, "Okay, so how do I learn about it?" He said, "It's simple. The best way to learn about cryptocurrency is to start by investing in it. Okay, but make sure you get the necessary information before you start, all right?" So in summary, today, cryptocurrencies have become a global phenomenon known to most people. In this guide, we are going to tell you all that you need to know about cryptocurrencies and the share that they can bring into the global economic system. So what are the types of cryptocurrencies we have? We have the Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, Ripple, Monero, Tron, DeFi Coin, Clever Coin, so many of them. Okay, so many of Green Dot, so many of them. Okay, but by far, cryptocurrency is still the leading. I think they're followed by Ethereum. Cryptocurrency is, as of now, when it was started, it was about 16,243. Now it is 16,282. Yes. Bitcoin now is 16,282.95. So it has increased by about 40 something dollars. Then Ethereum is currently 473. That's $473.06. Then Ripple is about 0.26. Then we have Chainlink, which is another coin, is about 12.83. And there are so many other coins out there. All right. So for the sake of this class, we'll just be using Bitcoin. But remember, all of them are just the same principles. They are all formed on the principle of blockchain, right? So why do we need cryptocurrency? Okay, why cryptocurrency? Number one, for diversification purposes, all right? Diversifying from traditional investment. So instead of going to put your money in the bank and you don't go to have any value. Let me be very sincere with you. If you put 5 million in the bank and after 90 days, they give you 5.01, that's 5 million and 10,000, you did not get anything. Because within that 90 days, money would have reduced value. So what they are invariably telling you is that what your 5 million would have bought 90 days ago or 3 months ago, you can now buy it for 5 million and 10,000. So it has appreciated by 10,000. So why didn't you buy it like 3 months ago? So you would have made better profit by buying whatever thing you would have bought 3 months ago than putting that money in the bank, and then they give you 10,000 naira or whatever at the end of 90 days. So for diversification purposes from the traditional investment system, it's good to invest in it. Then there is capital appreciation, gaining capital appreciation. Cryptocurrencies are always appreciating. Unlike the traditional currency that is always depreciating, cryptocurrencies are appreciating. All right, so I told you that cryptocurrency as of 2012 was BTC, for instance, was around $15 per coin. But as of today, cryptocurrency is $16,000 plus per coin. That's over 7 million naira. All right, per coin. So imagine that you bought it in 2012. By now, you would have been a millionaire. All right, so there's quite a number of opportunities we've passed by due to lack of information. All right, then another thing is increasing income potential. Yes, that's the primary reason why most people invest in cryptocurrencies, because they believe, okay, so cryptocurrency is rising, is BTC is going to $17,000. If I put my $500, I could get $100 by the time it gets to 17,000, and it could do that in 24 hours. It could do that in 48 hours. Who knows? All right, so there is a forecast that by December 12th, or by December generally, cryptocurrency would have been around $21,000 to $22,000, right? And that is an assurance. And there is a forecast that by 2021, 2022, cryptocurrency will be hanging around $25,000 to $35,000 per coin. And there is a stipulation that by 2050, cryptocurrency will be $395,000 per coin. So someone could actually have very seamless income stream through investing in cryptocurrencies. Earlier this year, I think was it in July? No, mid this year, June. I was looking at Ethereum. Ethereum was around 121, 123. So I was wondering, like, what's this all about? Today, Ethereum is 473. Between June and November, it is 473. So imagine the income that the people that invested in Ethereum would have made. All right, then there is this ideological empowerment that comes with Ethereum. Comes with cryptocurrency. What do we mean by the ideological empowerment? That's the security around the blockchain, the decentralized systems, the freedom, the immutability around the blockchain industry. Okay, so it helps you to get like firm confidence that yes, you're actually doing the right thing. Then there is security and freedom to how to acquire and manage your crypto. Nobody's going to challenge you to that. Now, what are the challenges to cryptocurrency? There could be bad user experience. Bad user experience in the sense that cryptocurrency could in a traditional banking system, we have millions and millions of transactions every day. But in the crypto world, it's not like that. So I think the maximum the crypto can handle per second is 100. That's the maximum the crypto world can handle now. That's 100 transactions. So where there is high volume of transactions and someone is maybe trying to send or buy and there are few delays, it could result to bad experience. And the person could be like, the last time I bought a coin, it took me 30 minutes to receive it. So that could be a bad experience. So they are still working on improving that. Then there is not yet a traditional system of trade. So it is all online. Everything you're doing is purely digital. You don't go to any market or any bank or any government to say you're buying or no. So there is no traditional system yet. Then technical limitations also. So I've mentioned a little about the volume of transaction. Technical limitation on the upgrade of the blockchain technology, the upgrade of blockchain apps and all of that. So that could also be some limitation. And there is actually a speculation that there is going to be greater breakthrough in the blockchain technology. That's why you see speculations as high as $395,000 per coin as per BTC. all right, by 2050. So there are quite a lot of projects around the blockchain technology that will help that. The market is still unregulated, so there is no tax, there is no government regulation. Government don't even know where it's coming from. They don't know who's responsible for it. They don't know who buys it or who doesn't buy it. So government, as it were, they are trying to buy into it. Like some of the governments of the world, they are gradually adopting BTC. And like we know today, some of the countries in the world have BTC ATM. Okay, so where they can go and do their transfers and transaction. Not that you're going to withdraw as paper, okay? Although you could actually withdraw as paper, that's withdraw your native currency, all right? In Nigeria, I think we have it in Lagos, we have it in Ibadan, we have it in Port Harcourt. And then I think it started, was it in China it started from, then went down to US and other countries also buy suit. Israel is also following suit. Then the market is very volatile. Okay, so let me tell you about the volatility of the market. When we started this class, one BTC was $16,243.35, all right? And as we proceeded, it was $16,282.95. As of now, it is $16,300.48. So you see, it's increasing and decreasing, increasing and decreasing. And nobody is responsible for the increase or decrease. The increase and decrease is dependent on the volume of people on the internet. The volume of people generating the data that are forming these coins. They are the things that determine. And also, another thing that determines this, although we are going to look at how BTC is generated, all right? Or how coins are generated. We are going to look at that. But I'm just giving just a slight information, all right? Okay, so the market is volatile. And that's why most people will tell you they will not invest. They will rather keep their money in the bank than invest in the one that they are not sure. But one thing that people are not too careful to notice is that if you check the value of your money before you fixed it and check the value of your money after you received it, the standard of economic transaction would have changed. As it were, paper economy doesn't appreciate, they only depreciate. I'll repeat that again. As it were, now, I don't know about the future. Paper economy doesn't appreciate, they only depreciate. Okay, they only depreciate. All right? So that's very, very important. So we shouldn't run away because of the volatility of the market. But what it simply means that we should improve on our skills and then learn how to monitor the volatilities, know when to sell and when not to sell. Remember, I said something when I started that I lost about $250+. Why I lost it was because I didn't know that I was supposed to be monitoring the trend. I didn't know that it was going to go up and come down. I was not aware of the volatility till it dawned on me. Okay, I was sad for like 1 week, okay, because it was almost going down from $300+. It came to 250. It was dropping till it went back to where I started from. All right, then it started growing again. It was after then I started asking questions and I started receiving advice. No, you have to set a benchmark. Okay, if you want to sell whenever it hits $100 as profit, you sell off. If you want to sell whenever it hits $200 as profit, you sell off. If you want to sell whenever it hits $500, what you simply mean is that you are ready to bear the risk of what happens between the time of setting out and the time you hit your benchmark. Okay, and one of the things also you need to do if you must make money from Bitcoin is that you must have a ready buyer. Okay, you must have a ready buyer such that if you hit your benchmark, you're ready to transfer and the person pays you. And that's one of the opportunities we're also going to be providing here, because basically, like we said, it's just to form a community of people who are ready to buy and sell. All right, so by the end of this whole interactive session, we would have learned how to, okay, I want to sell, or you could have a peer. Say, okay, anytime I want to sell, I'll just send to you, you pay me my money, all right? And as simple as that. But all of these things will be discussed later, because some people could think, I'll just give somebody I don't know my money. Eh? How much or I'm just going to send somebody I don't know my coin. How much is going to pay? So we're going to take care of all of that. Don't bother yourself about that. We've analyzed those risks and we've come to terms on how to manage them. All right, so a little introduction on Bitcoin, and that's where we are going to stop tonight. Then on Sunday, by 7 o'clock on Sunday, we'll come back here, just do a little more. But before we come on Sunday, we'll have some exercises we will do, and then be ready for Sunday class. So that when we come on Sunday, we'll be able to do that. All right. So what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, a form of electronic money. It is a decentralized digital currency without and is independent of banks and can be sent from user to user on the peer-to-peer Bitcoin blockchain network without the need for intermediaries. So cryptocurrencies have the native characteristics of peer-to-peer transaction. What it means is that you don't keep your money in the bank and then write check and ask somebody to go to the bank and collect it. No, you transfer from your own wallet to another person's wallet, and the person does so. So no, that's why you say it's not regulated. It's decentralized. Nobody owns it. There is no particular bank that is saying we are saving your Bitcoin or the likes. All right, so it doesn't follow the traditional financial management system. All right, so let's see what we have a little here. Bitcoin is a decentralized network of digital currency. Transactions are made and from 16-character encrypted address or addresses. So your address is going to be a 16-character address. It's going to be a formation of numbers, alphabets, capital, small letters, alphanumeric, and all of that. You're going to see all of that. All right. So these addresses are mathematically secure so that nobody but the owner of the address can transfer the funds that belong to it. To put it simply, Bitcoin is a network of independent computers that generate, propagate, and verify monetary transactions. How do you buy Bitcoin? Now, in simple form, we are still going to come back to this. Number one, before you can buy Bitcoin, you have to install wallet software on your computer. The wallet will allow you to send, receive, and transfer Bitcoin. Now we have different wallets, wallet softwares you can use. You have blockchain, you have Luno, you have Coinbase, and so many others. But for us, we recommend blockchain because blockchain is the most secured. All right. And it's easy to use. The fees, the charges are very, very minimal. That's why we recommend blockchain. Although for us in Nigeria, you might not be able to buy from blockchain, but since cryptocurrencies is peer-to-peer, you don't need to bother about buying. Okay, somebody can actually send to you from any part of the world, and you could send to anybody from any part of the world. You could send dollars, euros, pounds, any money at all. Okay, provided they are money that are used in the traditional system. All right. Okay, to purchase Bitcoin, you have to deposit money into an online exchange that connect Bitcoin buyers and sellers. Okay, so that's the blockchain we are talking about right now. The peer-to-peer that will be done, you deposit money into somebody's account and the person sends to you. Although there are companies that have legalized the operation of buying and selling from people. All right, so you send to the account and they buy from you, or you buy from them, you sell to them, and all of that. Okay, once the exchange has accepted your currency, you can place an order for Bitcoin similar to the way you would for your stock. Okay, so if you're using blockchain, you can buy from blockchain directly using your card. If you're using Luno, you can buy from blockchain from Luno directly using your card or your bank account. If you're using Coinbase, you can buy from there directly. Okay, so whichever one you're using, you can buy directly. But we recommend peer-to-peer. Like I said, for us in Nigeria, you can't buy from Coinbase directly. You can't buy from blockchain directly. You can only buy from Luno. And the charges on Luno could be terrible. You could also buy from, is it Crayflow? What they call it? Is it Cray? One website, I will get it in course of the class. Now, sometimes ago, I wanted to buy $1,000 BTC, and I was to be charged over 170,000 Naira to transfer that BTC to my blockchain wallet. So the charge was terrible for me to pay a crypto exchange at 170,000 plus naira to transfer $1,000 coin to my BTC to my wallet. That was too terrible a charge. Okay, so to avoid all of those charges, there are simpler ways to deal with your purchasing and trading and all of that, and we'll share that with time. All right, so on final note, before we go to sleep, caution: Bitcoin is notorious for scams, so before using any service, look for reviews from previous customers or post your questions on Bitcoin forum. Okay, so to avoid, yes, we agree to the fact that we want to build a community of people who will feel free to buy and sell among themselves on agreed terms and conditions. But we also know that there are people who may see advert of how to gather Bitcoin, and all of a sudden your attention is drawn there, and by the time you know it, you're putting your ATM card and putting your security keys and all of that, and by the time you know it, you're saying that they are withdrawing your money, they are scamming you. They didn't scam you. It's just that the information you have was not secured one. All right. Okay, so at this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say thank you so much for joining us on this simple meet up tonight. I trust you would have learned something. Before we go, we'll do a little exercise, or we'll give us a little exercise, and then when we return on Sunday, we'll be learning more about it. So what is the exercise we are going to be learning? The exercise is that we are going to open our wallet, and then when you open your wallet, you get to know how what your key look like, your wallet ID, and all of that. So I'm going to show you a little example of what I mean. But in the meantime, if there's any question for me, please kindly raise your hand and I will take those questions, and then we will be on our way to having a very good rest. Okay, so I'm going to share another screen. I'm going to share another screen. Okay, so this is where you open your wallet. So you see blockchain.com. So when you go to blockchain.com, you go to sign up. So when you go to sign up, it asks you all the information you need to provide, and you simply provide them. So by providing them and verifying your account, you would have created, okay, so you could see some of the information I was trying to talk about today. All right, so that's good enough. Sorry, the network tends to be very much busy this evening. Okay, so if there is any question, I will answer those questions. Please, if there is anyone, I would sincerely appreciate questions, as that will also encourage me to know that somebody really listened. Okay, so when you click on opening of account or signing up, so you get to see something like this. So what you really want to do is open a blockchain wallet. So you put your email, your password, confirm your password, and then you create your wallet. That's all you need to do. And then we'll also recommend that you download blockchain from Google Play Store, so that as soon as you create the account, you could be able to link it to your phone and then be able to monitor it from there instead of coming to the computer every now and then. All right. Okay, so let me go back a little bit. Opening of blockchain wallet is very simple. Now, if you want to log in, this is what it will look like. So when we talk about the blockchain address, your wallet address, so this is what it will look like. So you see an address, a wallet ID, see how it looks like? Then you have your password, all right? So your login detail is not actually your email, but your wallet ID. Now, when you're opening your account, there is a 12 word key they will give you. Please, forever and ever, as you live, don't ever misplace those keys. If I were you, I will write those keys and store them. If it is an email, I'm sure that I will not forget. Store it where I'm sure that I will not forget, because in the blockchain technology, if I forgot my password, the only way to recover it is the 12th key they will give you. So please don't ever forget those 12 keys. The only way to recover your money if you miss your password is to keep those 12 keys. So please do yourself a favor. As you're opening your account or as you're opening your wallet, they will give you part of your verification. They will give you those 12 words in their sequence and arrangement. Please copy it the way they were arranged. Keep it in a secured file or secured environment so that any day, anytime, you can use it, all right, to recover your funds and then be able to log in. Another thing I would advise you to do is to do a two-factor authentication for security reasons. Okay, do a two-factor authentication. So as soon as you log in, you go to your setting and go to two-factor authentication. What simply means that before you could log in, they will send you an email, and from the email you verify, then they will send you a text message. You will impute the numbers, the OTP, and then you verify again before you log in. All of this is just to secure your money and to secure your wallet. All right. Okay, so by tomorrow, we'd like to know how far you've gone with opening of your account. If you have issues, please ask us in the chat room, that's in the WhatsApp room, and we'll provide all of those answers, right? For the lectures of tonight, we'll get the link and share it on the classroom, in the WhatsApp room, so that those that missed could actually join us. All right, so I'm still expecting questions. Hope I've not been talking to myself. Can you get the presentation? Yes, you can get the presentation, but after we are done, because the presentations they are coming in bits by bits. So after we are done, we'll give it to you. So now I need questions. Or should I assume that I spoke to myself? Somebody say thanks for doing this. Thanks for doing this also. For coming to learn. Thanks for doing this. Dr. Ayodele, thanks for doing this. I trust it's the Dr. Ayodele I know anyway. Please, is this Dr. Emmanuel Ayodele from Unilag? Please, if you're the one, confirm, let me know. Okay, so I have Ifani Iluekwe. Please, Ifani, kindly unmute and let's hear from you.
Yes, thank you very much. I just want to appreciate you.
You're welcome, sir.
Giving us this wonderful information. Now, my question now is, after creating the Bitcoin wallet, what's the next step? Is it to buy the cryptocurrency? And if it is to buy the Bitcoin, what is the cost?
Okay, thank you so much.
Bitcoin.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay, so after creating your wallet, basically what I would basically say is learn about your addresses, learn about which one is your wallet ID, which one is your receiving address, how do you buy, how do you sell. We're also going to deal with all of that. We are going to deal with all of that before you go ahead buying. And the question of how much do you buy, it all depends on you. If you want to buy 1 naira, it's your choice. Just like nobody determines how much you deposit in the bank. It's your choice. If you want to deposit, if you want to do 1 naira, I'm sure you get somebody who is ready to give you 1 naira currency. If you want to do 1 million, definitely get someone. Any amount you wish to. But before you invest, we will teach you all of those intricacies, and that will help you determine how much you're willing to invest per time. All right, thank you so much. Okay, so Dr. Ayodele, thank you for doing this. You're welcome. Okay, let me see. Somebody asked a question. I want to have voices, please. I've been speaking. I didn't type in the chat room now. If I had wanted us to be typing and typing, we'll say, let's take it to WhatsApp and we'll just be typing and typing there. We need to hear our voices so that we will encourage ourselves. It said, what's the minimum amount to get started? There is no minimum and there is no maximum. One BTC as of now is $16,290. So if you want to start with that, that's your choice. If you want to start with, remember I said I started with $50. That was then 12,000 something. Okay, that was 12,000 something when I started, all right? But I did that just to make sure that I was doing the right thing. Okay. Mr. Nubi, your hand was up. You have brought it down. He said, can we trade from the wallet? Obviously, the wallet is just like your bank account now. So you can transfer and receive money from your wallet. From Chigozie Israel, said, is the registration on blockchain for the peer-to-peer trading or for doing the business? Okay, when we say peer-to-peer trading here, it simply means just the way someone say, okay, send me your account number, and the person doesn't need to go to the bank to deposit it, he just transfers it from his phone, either through a USSD code or a mobile app. That's what we mean by peer-to-peer. So your peer-to-peer is, I have an address, you have an address, that's I have a blockchain account, you have a blockchain account. I want to sell, you want to buy. So you send me your address and tell me the volume you want to buy, then I send to you directly to your address. That's the peer-to-peer we are talking about. And it is the same thing as doing business, all right? Thank you. Okay, so let's hear from Imole Julius. Wait, is this Imole Julius I know or another? Imole Julius, please kindly unmute, let's hear from you. Is this Imole Emmanuel Julius?
Yes, it's the same person you know. Good evening, sir.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yeah, thanks so much, sir. So I want to confirm, on the blockchain account, are we still going to be transferring using other platforms like Trust Wallet or Luno?
Yes, you can transfer from you can just the way you can transfer from GT Bank to Zenith Bank, from Zenith to Eco Bank. You can transfer from blockchain to Luno, from Luno to blockchain, Luno to Tron, Trust Wallet to Luno, anyhow.
Okay.
But the only thing is that the charges might be different, just like the way you go to maybe use Zenith ATM to withdraw from UBA, they will charge you.
Okay.
So the charges from transferring from one wallet to another will apply. But if you're transferring from the same wallet, from the same blockchain to another account in the same blockchain, there will be no charges for that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Do you have another question?
No, not at all.
All right. Thank you. Okay, do I have any other question? Because we should be rounding up right now. Director Mike Adeyemi, your hand was up, but you brought it down. I know you're a crypto dealer. Okay. Okay, so someone asked, can we trade from the wallet, or how do we earn? How you earn is simple. How you earn is simple. And I'm going to go back to, I trust you could still see my screen on blockchain. So how you earn is simple. There's about several ways you can earn anyway, but basically there are 3 ways you can earn, and we are going to teach that in the crypto trading. You can earn by buying and selling, like forex. So you buy when it's low and you sell when it's high. So let's take, for instance, some few minutes ago, I hope you can see my screen. Please, if you can see my screen, can you type 11 in the chat room? If you can see my screen, can you please type 11 in the chat room? Let me confirm that you can see my screen. All right, thank you. So how do you, and you can earn by buying and selling. So yesterday, or thereabout, this was $15,000 plus dollars. One BTC was $15,000 plus dollars. Today, it is $16,000 plus dollars. So I could buy when it is 15,000 and then sell when it is 16,000. So I would have made some gain at it. all right? I could also buy now that it is 16,000 plus, and then wait for when it is 17,000, because if you see, it's actually increasing. It's increasing, it's not decreasing. So you see the green signature or sign telling you that it's increasing. So this is actually a good time to buy. So you buy now because it's moving up, all right? Assuming it's red here, it will tell you that it's decreasing. And if you look at it, this is just plus 1.29%. So it just gained a little, all right? So you could buy now and then wait for when it is, what they call it? When it is $17,000 or plus, and then you could sell. All right, so that's one of the ways you could earn. So you have to watch this critically from your wallet. You have to watch it. When it's increasing, you will see how much. You will see how much that is increasing from your end. Okay, you will see how much that is increasing from your end. Okay. Will it be okay if I log into one of our accounts and show you? I know nobody will hack it. Then secondly, how do you earn? You could earn by buying, storing, and then reselling. But that's for those who have the money, all right? That's for those who have the money. So you buy, you store, and then you resell, just like the way people buy dollars and then resell when it is high. Okay. Then another way you could sell or earn is by mining. And that is where those people that talk about networking comes to play. Okay, those people that talk about networking, that's where they come to play. But in the context of this class, we are not going to be dealing with networking, all right? Because there are so many scamming, or is this scamming or scammers or spammers, whichever way out there that could jeopardize people's resources. So we are not going to be talking about that yet. Just a moment, I want to show you something. CB508. So let's see whether this will log in. We'll find out. Okay, so Fasaranti, I'm going to open you up shortly. Okay, so this person bought $2,500, and as of now, the person is gaining $85.31. If the person decides to sell off this and keep his $2,500, he has actually made a profit, right? And let's see whether this person has done any activity, whether he has bought or sold anything. Let's check if he has done anything. I hope you can see my trying to see if this person has done any. Okay, for those that are asking, can I buy? Yes, you can. You can. From here, you can buy, you can swap, you can change from one to another. Okay, so you can send, you can buy from another, you can request from another, and all of that. Okay. So we will deal with more of these when we come to the crypto trading, and then we'll understand it more. Now this is 2585.3, and when we started, but if I refresh it, it might have changed. That's the volatility of the business we are involved in. Okay, so I have to log in again. All right, so that's by the way. But if I check, it will actually go up or come down. Okay, you could barely have it 1 minute just on standby. Okay, so please, Fasaranti, please feel free to ask your question. Fasaranti? Fasaranti, please, if you can hear me, unmute and let's hear from you.
Okay, good evening, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
So, thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
So, my question will be that whatever quantity of amount of Bitcoin I'm able to buy, and I want to sell at maybe as the value is appreciating.
Yeah.
Does it mean that if I sell everything I have, it means I will have to wait again until the price drops and buy again in my wallet and wait until it appreciates and sell off again?
Okay.
That's one. Two, if I buy like $1,000 worth, can I actually sell like $500 worth of it off and keep the remaining, and maybe whatever I'm able to make, I can actually buy when the price is low again and add it to whatever I have in. I just want to understand the way it works.
Okay, so the first question is the first question, sorry, I think I was carried away. The first question is sorry, remind me of this. I remember the second question, but the first question.
If I buy, say, 1,000 naira worth and say price appreciates, then I can sell off everything.
Okay.
Having empty wallet.
Okay.
Then maybe when the price drops again, I can. That means I have to buy again when the price drops.
Okay.
And when it appreciates, I have to sell off again.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not used to this this desktop version of blockchain. I'm actually used to more of the mobile one. I wanted to show you the transactions that happen around this particular account, but I'm not seeing activity here. There is a place it's supposed to show me activity. Then I would have shown you. Okay, to answer your question in simple terms, yes, you can buy and sell off outrightly as your benchmark is arrived. So let's assume you bought $1,000 and you've set a benchmark to sell at $1,500, maybe by Christmas, and you've gotten that. You can go ahead and sell off everything because you already have a target for it. Okay, then you may have to wait. But please, let me say this. When we say BTC is dropping, or perhaps crypto is dropping, BTC doesn't drop that much, as it were. So let's assume it's dropping. Maybe it could drop from 1,500 to 1,200. Then it will stay there for some hours, and then it can now move up to 2,000. And that's where they now talk about is it bears and bulls. We'll still talk about all of those jargons later. Okay, so what I purely recommend is if you have a wallet, just try as much as you can to keep your wallet funded. So you could have something you want to keep there. So let's assume you want to have initial investment of $1,000, and then you want to be selling off only your profit. Okay, you want to sell only your profit. So for any time you make $500, you sell out your profit and keep your $1,000, just for the purpose of ensuring that you grab everything that comes around. That's one of the reasons you may have to keep your account liquid. Then to the other one of, can you buy 1,000, sell 500 and hold 500? The answer is yes. Like I said, some people may decide to use this platform, the trading option, for buying and selling only. So they could buy 5,000. Why are you buying 5,000? I just want to sell to those who will be buying afterwards. Okay, and whenever they finish selling, they buy another one and be selling, buying and selling. The buy when is low and sell when is high. And when we say buy when is low and sell when is high, it's not necessarily about Bitcoin, as it were. It's about dollars. Yesterday I bought some dollars. I think they sold two. Of course they sell they sell black market range. That's BDC range, Bureau de Change rate. They don't sell CBN range. And after all, as it were now, banks in Nigeria don't have the definite rate. So they sell on what do you call it? They sell on BDC rate. So yesterday I bought 463 or so. Then today I wanted to buy for someone and they told me 480. So that's what when we now talk about the high or the low. So by dealing with by dealing with cryptocurrency, inevitably you're dealing with forex. So you can see from I perceive you can see my screen, but in case you can't see it, let me share it again. So if you look at what we have on the screen, those buying will be buying. If you go to BDC to sell, they will buy it at 460, but they will sell at 470. So if you want to buy now, the person will tell you to pay 470. But if somebody want to sell to a wholesale seller, the person will sell at 460. So this is where we'll not say when is high or when is low. This is a very key determining factor to say is high or is low. All right. And don't also be surprised that though you have 460 here as buying price, you might also want to sell and somebody will buy it less than 460, because at this moment, what you're selling is your profit, not your capital. It's always easy to sell your capital at what the rate of sale is. But for your profit, it's difficult to sell it at the rate of sale. I think we'll explain all of this in later times so that you understand, because you could buy 470 and then you have 500 on top of your $1,000, and the buyer will tell you he's buying 450. The person is saying 450 because as of the time you're selling, BTC could be going down. And if the person is buying it, is buying a risk. You're making a gain. He's buying a risk. Okay. Which will anyway, he will still come back to the risk. But while your own is appreciating, his own might be depreciating. So I think you understand that a little bit, but we'll explain it in real time when we come to the crypto trading. Okay. And one thing I will also have to say is this. When you have your wallet increase or when you have your BTC increase, you don't really have much power to negotiate. That's one funny thing. You don't really have much power to negotiate. All right. And I'm going to, let me see whether I can get a real-time example and then it will help us explain. So let's assume you set a benchmark for 1,500 and you just got the 500 on top. And you want to sell off as soon as possible so that it doesn't go back to 1,004 or 1,003 and the likes. So the person that is buying, okay, so now you see I have 584, before it was 585, now it's 584. So if I keep waiting, let's assume I had wanted to sell at I had wanted to sell the $85 before. If I keep waiting and keep negotiating with the person, it might keep dropping till it returns back to $2,500. Okay. Meanwhile, I could have sold maybe 450 or 460 and keep the change while waiting for my 2,500 to come back again or to rise again. All right. So these are some of the funny things around trading of BTC that we have to pay attention to. Okay. All right. I think if there's any question, I will take the last question. And please, Mr. Fasoranti, did I make any sense to you?
Of course, sir. Yes,
all
sir.
Right. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. Could there be any other question from any person? Is there something here that is really confusing you? Because it can only become scam if you don't understand it and you're trying to play smart. You don't play smart on this one. No. You just watch it. You combine crypto with forex. Okay. If you want to go into forex, you can use the dollar you earn from here to enter into forex business. That is for you. That's if it's something you are interested in. So you could save your dollar to your traditional account. For those of us that want to be saving in traditional account, we'll tell you how to open your domiciliary account and then your dollars could be transferred to that place. If you want to go into BDC, you could be selling your dollars the way you want to sell them according to the rate prevailing. All right. Tola Oduole, please kindly unmute and let's hear from you, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay,
I missed a point. That's why I was asking that. You said that if I, for example, invest $1,000, at least that money will not be lost. So how does it work? That's what I wanted to ask.
Okay. Thank you so much. That's a very good question. Okay, so how will your money not be lost? So let's go back to this chart again. Please, Mr. Tola, I trust you can see where my cursor is. Mr. Tola, are you there? Hope you will not miss again. Okay, so let's assume that, not that we're assuming, this person invested $2,500, and as a matter of fact, this person has actually made oh, sorry, I think my network went off, and I'm back. Sorry for that. Okay, so I was trying to explain to Mr. Tola. Mr. Tola, where is he, please? Tola. Okay, so please, Mr. Tola, kindly unmute so that you will follow me with the explanation I want to give. Okay, can you see where my cursor is?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so this person invested $2,500, and since the inception of this investment, I think that was in August. Okay, so the person had actually made over $500 from here. So what does the person do? The person only gives himself a benchmark to sell either at 100 profit, 150 profit, or 200 profit. Now, sometimes, like you could see from here that this is 84.39 as a profit. Now, why this thing is growing, at the time you could see this thing calm down. Maybe it could go to 499. Okay, so that could seem as though it's a loss, but it will soon come back to where it originally started from and start going up. So basically, what you are actually doing is you are selling off your profits, the things you're gaining on top of this. And when you feel like the market is going down, now I want you to also see the chart here. See where my cursor is. So if you see the chart, you see how the trend is moving. Yes, it definitely will go down, but it will come back again. So it keeps going that way. It keeps going that way, keep going up. It will go up and come down, but there is no way it will return to where it used to be. Like there is no way crypto will return to $0.003 for now. Okay, it has crossed the $16 mark. It may have to come down to 15,000, maybe 15,500. But whenever you see it coming down, after it must have passed the point, it is an indication that it wants to hit a higher point. So before it gets to $18,000, you might see it return to 17,500, or if possible, 16,900 before it will shoot to $18,000. And before it will get to 20, it will come down before it will shoot. So that time of waiting, your money is not lost and you're not going to panic. You're just going to wait patiently. If it's going to take you 1 hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours, or 1 day or 1 week, you just have to wait till when it goes up. As soon as it goes up and you have your benchmark, you sell. If you want to sell all of your capital at that time, you're permitted to sell. Okay. Does it make sense in any way?
Okay, yes, it does. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you too. All right, so at this juncture, men and brethren, I think I would like to say a very big thank you. The discussion has been quite interactive. All we want to do is to give you all the information you need to make your decision. While we were passing this information around today, some people say, oh, delete it, is scam, and I laughed. Okay, yes, there are so many information there that could be scamming or spamming, but please, it's not all. There are scams. We want you to learn. We want you to explore. And then with all the information available at your fingertips, you could decide. And please, let me say this. You don't need to give us money to begin your trade. No. You can buy, okay, unfortunately, you can't buy from blockchain, but you can buy from any other person. You can buy from any person you trust. But among the things we are also doing is to create a community of people of trust, okay, and create some policies to reduce the risk of scamming, all right? So in case you say, oh, these people are delaying me now, I've got a lot of information, I want to start buying, and they are delaying me, you could just contact anybody, pay into the person's account. If the person has a BTC, it will transfer to you. If it's Ethereum you want to buy, whichever coin you want to buy, they will send to you. Then you begin to monitor it, okay, and decide when to sell and when to buy. All right. At this juncture, men and brethren, thank you and God bless you. Real good. See you. Okay, Mr. Oludulakonubi is asking, do we have automatic buyers or sellers when we initiate any either? On the community we want to create, yes, we want to create an automatic community where buyers and sellers, as you are ordering, people are buying, and as you're buying, just buying and selling gets to be very simple, all right? Also, on Luno, you could do the same thing on Luno. Like if you're using a Luno wallet, you can initiate, and then you have automatic bidders immediately that will try to bid, okay? But we'll talk about all of these things by our next class, all right? All right, thank you so much, and God bless you really good. We want you to be rich. We want you to be wealthy. We want you to stop having high blood pressure because of money, all right? That's why we're doing what we're doing. You don't need to pay us. We actually need to do this just to reduce all of this poverty thing every now and then. Your 100,000 today could save you a little while before the year runs out. Your 50,000, your 1 million, who knows? Your 5 million, who knows? Could be a better advantage. Okay. For those of us that already have money to buy a car, we recommend before you buy the car, just multiply it so that you have both the car and money to maintain it. All right. But in a simple sentence, in IPM, we just want you to be rich. We want you to have a means of not only spending, but spending and receiving equivalently. All right, or perhaps having more to keep than to spend. All right, so with that in mind, see us in the next episode of this wonderful session. God bless you and have a wonderful night rest. Bye-bye.